this tip of the day, let's take a look at a special technique we can use when selecting geometry using chain select. Now, for example, when performing a mill profile operation, OneCNC uses the chain selection feature to select the geometry. But if we take a look at this geometry, it's a bit more complicated than usual. Let me explain. If we take a look here, you'll notice there's an intersection that's shared by 3 different lines. All 3 of these lines share the same intersection. The same thing is true here. We have 1, 2, 3 lines that share this intersection. And the same thing applies down here and here as well. So when using chain select, how do we tell OneCNC the exact geometry that we want to select? Well, let me give you an example. Let's head over to our stock toolpaths. Let's go into Mill Profile Basic. Now, normally when using chain select, you select the start, you select the arrow, which determines the side and direction, and then you can hit the F3 key and OneCNC will select the rest of the geometry. In this case, OneCNC does its best to try to figure out what we want to machine, but because of the intersections, it may not be exactly what you want. So let's start over again. I'm going to go back into the Mill Profile Basic command. I'm still using chain select. I'm going to left click here. That's where I want to start. I'm going to left click the arrow. That's the direction and side that I want to cut. Now watch what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take my cursor and I'm going to select the end of the very first group of geometry that I'd like to profile. So I'm going to left click here. Now the next thing I'm going to do is select the very beginning of the next group of geometry that I want to profile. That's going to be here, so I'm going to left click. Now I'm going to left click the end of that group, and I'm just going to repeat the process. I'm going to select the beginning of the next group of geometry I want to profile, and I'm going to select the end of that group of geometry. Repeat the same process. Select the beginning of the group of geometry you want to profile, select the end of the group of geometry you want to profile, and then one last time here. Left click the beginning of the group, left click the end of the group, and when you're done, you can right hand mouse click twice to complete the profile operation. Let's just use the parameters that are already inside here. I think all this looks fine. Let's click next and finish, and you'll see now that the toolpath has followed the exact geometry that we wanted. All right, that's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button.